Tonight, the stakes are at their... Taking a... Look at Minnesota. They've been extended to the brink, but the finals remain just one win away. As a player, how hard is it to keep your focus in an atmosphere like this?
Well, B.A., you feel the energy from your fans for sure. But you've worked so hard all season to get to this point. Almost nothing can distract you from your goal.
So here are the Jazz starting five. They've got Hayes, and it's Carter in at the shooting guard position. Outside Durant. Pass to Gasol. Durant surveying the D. To the paint. Gasol passes to Holiday. 3 on the clock. Here's Payton. And the 3 off target.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. Doubled by Payton. Carter from outside. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Now here's Payton. Outside Durant. Takes a 3. The shot off that time. Pass to Billups. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And the shot goes down.
And after missing their first 3 shots, maybe this will get them going.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Outside Durant. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
Well, Durant looks close to automatic. I mean, he does not second guess or hesitate at all his shot selection.
Outside Carter. There's the triple. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
1 for 5 out there, but no worries. Just keep attacking.
Pass to Payton. For 3, Durant. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Poetry in motion. Such a smooth stroke. You assume when Durant lets it go, that 3 ball going down.
Now here's Carter. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Checked by Gasol. Abdul-Jabbar misses. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Now Payton. The 3, Durant. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
What can they do? I mean, that's the question. Durant finds a shot he likes, and the mechanics are efficient and tight. Practically a sure thing when he lets it fly.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Now on the court is your action-packed Ice Squad. Get down a little bit. Now on the court is your action-packed Ice Squad. Get down a little bit.
And let's take a look at the players leading the way in assists here in the postseason. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Pass to Billups. They need this. Gasol grabs the board.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
On the wing, Durant puts up a three. The rebound by the Jazz. And here's Carter. Lets the three fly. Here's Hayes. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
We've seen the Big E do this forever. Dominant inside, using that size to create second chance opportunities.
For three, Durant. Utah grabs the miss. Abdul-Jabbar's got 4 rebounds in the game. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it.
Well, nice to see Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, my idol, knocking down that mid-range jumper.
Gasol, the screen. Here's Payton. Got a hand on it. Pass break, Utah. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It goes on Kevin Durant.
Yeah, doing exactly what he had to do right there to make sure he wasn't going to get flushed on or Instagram.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, the poise that Worthy brings to his game, I mean, it's impressive. He keeps his cool even in tough situations, and he always seems to allow the game to come to him.
He does not get the second one. It's tipped.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Now here's Durant. Give him 8. That one doesn't drop.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
That's to Billups. It's stolen by Holiday. Now Payton. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
Payton really earning those two, battling successfully.
Here's Worthy. Here's Billups. Lets it go from deep. The shot no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Inside. Here's Carter. Banked it in off the glass. Carter's got his second bucket on the night.
Hey, nobody on this floor or any floor for that matter is out leaping Vince. So that really allows Carter down low to do his thing. You know, his touch just has not been there tonight. You wonder how big their lead would be if he was hot.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of a slump.
Outside Durant. On the wing, Holiday. Daniels outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Unseld. And here's Payton. He's checked by Carter. Durant, no good.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Here's Billups. Yet to see a basket. The fadeaway. Abdul-Jabbar misses.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Payton finds Daniels. Over Hayes. Daniels, that one's true.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Ends up going with a new group. Here's Marley. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
Hey, the moment Marley saw that pass coming his way, Thunder Dan was ready to rock and roll.
Pass to Ellis. Launches it. Utah grabs the miss. 44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Marley with the bucket.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
The floater tipped.
I want to see more blocks from Sigma, given his huge size and excellent timing.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more. Utah shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
Most impressive things about Chambers at his size, I think, is his mobility. I mean, most big guys can't keep up with him.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Elliott. Buries it from three. 16 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Bing. Here's Gervin. Doesn't go for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Utah ahead. They lead by a bucket. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And we're back with more action from the Eastern Conference Finals on 2K Sports. And what stands out to you from Utah in this one?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
On the floor for Utah, getting going in the second. And it's Sigma in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that one's good. Gasol.
Boy, that's his bread and butter and jelly. Gasol can dominate inside.
Here's Bing, still without a bucket. Marley passes to Bing. Just 5 on the clock. No good there. Minnesota shooting 41% in this game. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Marley passes to Bing. Utah moving the ball around. Here's Chambers. Gasol grabs the board. Pass to Ellis. There's the screen. Fires the three. Utah grabs the miss. Here's Bing. Here's Sigma. Checked by Gasol. Ooh, stolen by Gasol. Fast break, Minnesota. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Nader's got his first 2 points of the night.
Because he picks good shots to take, Nader shoots a high percentage.
Chambers, pass to Bing. And he comes up with a bucket.
Took that orange right to the rack, and they just let him go by.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
All right, look who's coming off the court. Come on, get up. Invincible.
Postseason. Let's see who's been working the hardest on the glass. For Minnesota, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Outside Durant. Payton with it. Utah grabs the miss.
He felt the defense on that attempt. Great rim protection.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Hayes, and finished off by Hayes.
Hayes does everything on the floor with force, including that power slam.
Outside Durant, three-pointer. At the arc, KD drains it. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
They swipe it. Fast break Utah. Here's Billups. Soft touch off the glass. Billups has got his first points of the night. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Utah.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Durant. The rebound by Carter.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
To the middle. Gasol comes with a double team. Carter on the wing, guarded by Durant. Carter, good. And now a 3-point Jazz lead.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Gasol misses. For Utah, they've got 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Worthy passes to Carter. Hayes with a screen on Holiday. Pass to Hayes. It's blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Daniels. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Abdul-Jabbar passes to Worthy. The 3-ball. Holiday grabs the miss. Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside Payton. Pass to Durant. There's the 3. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Phillips. Outside Carter. Hayes with a screen on Payton. Carter from outside. Tries again. And it's Hayes with the bucket inside. Hayes has gotten 4 this quarter.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Utah leading by 5. Pass to Billups. Now Carter. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Nails the baby hook. Abdul-Jabbar's got his second basket of the night.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Outside Durant to win the drought. Rebounded by the Jazz. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Carter. Hayes inside. Guarded by Payton. Pass to Worthy. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Daniels. Timberwolves trail by 7. To the inside. Unseld. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists tonight.
And Unseld is a problem inside now. I mean, he's really good at positioning himself close to the basket and then taking advantage of it.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Blocked. And they're able to recover. Worthy passes to Hayes. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6 points. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell. If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Here's Worthy. 7-point game. Biggest lead so far. Carter can't get it to go. 35 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Holiday with the ball. Hayes picks him up. Payton passes to Unseld. Now Holiday fires the 3. And Worthy pulls it down. Here's Billups. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's the hook, and it's in there. Give him 8 points now.
Hey, nice hook shot. That's a go-to move for him.
And so we wrap up the first half. It's the Jazz up by 9. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Be ready for the power, the and amazing stuff when you're pocket by a real entertainer.
And it's the 2K halftime show, Game 7, and the story so far is the quality start for the Utah Jazz.
Offensively, they can post you, drive it, run cutters. They're living large in that painted area.
And the defense has tried to pack it in a little, but those guys just keep coming.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. A pivotal, deciding game. All the marbles. Kenny, you ever won all the marbles?
I was more of a jacks guy myself, and I played a little basketball too.
Well, I like a marbled steak. And you know what else I like, Ernie?
What?
Game 7.
Way to bring it back on topic, big fella. Gotta love it. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And our coverage of Game 7 continues. Intense atmosphere right now. The Timberwolves with possession here. 9-point game. They've got Kevin Durant, and it's Holiday in at the 2. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
First team foul.
Daniels against Hayes. Pass to Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot.
Active hands prevented an easy bucket that time.
Ooh, stolen by Gasol. Right side Durant. Back to Payton. 4-3. Durant, no good.
There's one principal reason why they're sitting on this lead. Rebounding.
Simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
And they're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Pass to Billups. Daniels against Hayes. Outside Carter. The 3 is up. Sends it home from three-point land. Carter's got 9 points.
Hey, that stroke from Carter, as smooth as a baby's bottom.
Down low. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Durant finds Holiday. Three-pointer. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Billups. Back to Carter. Clock at 6. From downtown, they grab their own miss. Abdul-Jabbar passes to Hayes. Outside Carter. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Count it. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
Boy, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's length really makes him a threat on the offensive glass.
Holiday passes to Daniels. Here's Gasol. counted. Gasol's got his second basket of the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. In the playoffs on our 2K leaderboard. Kevin Durant on top. Jazz leading by 12. Here's Billups. Pass to Marley. This one for three. Fires in the triple. Marley's gotten his third basket of the night.
That's what Marley does. He makes deep shots. He's often looking for that three-point opportunity.
Outside Durant. From behind the arc. Oh, KD returns the fire.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Here's Hayes. Shot blocked. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Outside Durant. Launches a three. Utah grabs the miss. It's the biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Utah leading by 12. Here's Billups. Pass to Gervin. Utah moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from the line. The shot won't fall. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play you'll remember from this game, clearly. I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
Gets it down to single digits. Durant's got 6 in the quarter.
I mean, what a generational talent. KD, deadly from the corner.
Pass to Gervin. Here's Billups to the inside. Daniels checked in for the Timberwolves. Drew Holiday comes in for Ellis. Utah making a switch here. Here's Sigma. He's scoreless. Here's Bing. 5 on the clock. For 3. Rebounded by Daniels. Daniels has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Right side Durant. Deflected. Here's Bing. Here's Sigma. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Sigma's gotten his first bucket of the night. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Utah.
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks, too.
And, you know, on top of that, second chance points have been a major component for them. And I love the relentlessness they've shown on the offensive glass.
Phillips' shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 9. Here's Holiday. Here's Unseld. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Utah making a switch here. And he's good on the second. There's a minute 59 left in the third quarter. Pass to Bing. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Daniels has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Outside Payton. Daniels misses. Jazz leading by 8. Pass to Phillips. Here's Gervin from outside the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. Gervin's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
So pure, so confident. The moment Gervin has the rock, he knows exactly what to do with it.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Checked in for Utah. Timberwolves trail by 11. And here's Payton outside Durant. Utah grabs the miss. Carter's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now here's Carter. He's got 9. And they get it back.
The defense has to crowd Carter. Even as the pass is coming his way, you can't let him have any space.
30 seconds left to play in the third. Minnesota again missing.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
Pass to Bing. The 3. Rebounded by Daniels. Fires fires from way outside. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Utah in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. So on the floor for Utah, and it's Worthy in at the 4. Here's Gervin. Outside Carter. Looking to end this cold spell. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gasol's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Even though he hasn't found his groove tonight, his teammates are picking him up.
There's the double team with Carter. To Durant, and Clay stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
Utah leading by 13. Here's Bing. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Checked by Gasol. With the fadeaway, Abdul-Jabbar's shot is good.
And when Kareem's got it going like this, just let him go to work. Feed the beast and let him eat.
Pass to Gasol. And then Gasol with the jam.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Here's Billups. Hits the three-pointer. And the Jazz lead by 16.
Taking advantage of the opportunity to put his range to good use. Billups, very effective from behind the arc.
For 3, Durant knocks down the triple. Durant's got 9 points now in the second half.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Following the bucket by Utah. Unseld. Pass to Holiday. Off target from outside. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for Utah. Here's Bing. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Billups. Here's Carter. Here's Worthy. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You know, one of the things I like about James Worthy's game is he doesn't take bad shots. He really focuses on getting high percentage shots.
Now here's Peyton. Durant for 3. Counted from distance. Durant's got 23.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
Outside Carter. Over Peyton. Carter can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 14. Holiday taking his time here. Unseld. Pass to Peyton. Outside Holiday. For 3, Durant. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist with that last one. Here's Billups. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Abdul-Jabbar's got 4 points this quarter.
I think this is where you give Abdul-Jabbar the ball and just watch him do his thing. So hard to stop inside.
Gasol passes to Peyton. Here's the 3. The rebound by the Jazz.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And it's slammed in by Carter.
And Carter, well known for his throwdown ability. Superb at rising up and punishing the rim.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
He's forcing shots offensively, hurting his team in the process. He needs to trust his teammates more.
Checked in for the Timberwolves. Hayes is checked in for Utah. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Holiday up top. He's checked by Carter. Inside. It's picked off. Here's Billups. Guarded by Payton. Outside Carter. Oh, got a piece of it. Oh, stolen by Payton. The three. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 5 assists in the game.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Just in time with the putback.
So far, rebounding has been a big factor tonight.
Yep, and they've simply shown more aggressiveness, guys. More desire to secure the ball.
Now here's Durant. Oh, it's off. Here's Billups. Outside Carter. Shot from 12. That's what he wanted.
Making the defense look absolutely helpless. He's in full control.
This is a scoring clinic 101 style. I mean, he has really got it going right now.
Now here's Daniels. Can't get it to go. Here's Billups. It's stolen by Holiday. Tipped. Here's Billups. Carter outside. Going to work in the low block.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Another chance, and the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, he was just a skosh late on the contest. That's going to be a goaltend for sure.
Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter.
All right, look who's coming out to the court. Come on, get down for your Timberwolves.
Timberwolves making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. A different look here for Utah.
And there aren't many feelings like this in sports. Knowing you've earned a trip to the NBA Finals, a special moment for the Jazz.
Man, the bench brought lots of energy tonight.
I'll tell you, when your reserves can score it like that, it puts your team in a great position to win.
And breathing a sigh of relief now. Enormous pressure coming in. It's easy to tighten up, play not to lose, but they really brought the energy. A well-deserved victory here tonight.
They had to fight and bite and scrap and claw their way through the conference finals. Just when it seemed like they might be in trouble, they turned on the afterburners. It was a tremendous effort all the way around. This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Here's Billups. Here's Carter. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Doubled by Payton. Now here's Hayes. Shot clock at 5. They set the pick. Puts up a deep three. Durant with the rebound. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They trail by 18. He shoots. Ooh, the shot misses. And so the Utah Jazz win the series and will move on.
Lots of credit to the work and effort they poured into winning this conference. You don't take that lightly because it's a significant achievement. They've sent some of the best teams in the East home early. Well done.
But with that success, a reminder that the most difficult part of this journey lies ahead.
True enough, but still, only one team comes out of each conference. And every year is a battle for the chance to go to the finals.
A chance to celebrate this moment because preparations are now in motion for the biggest matchup of the year, the NBA Finals. And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
take a look at the Grizzlies. They've got the advantage. Here in Game 7, playing in front of their fans on their home court.
Yeah, no excuses. They have a chance to punch their ticket to the finals here at home. What more motivation do you need?
And now the opening lineup for Boston. We've got Ibaka, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Simmons. Then it's Jordan, and it's Hayward in at the 3. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander after the miss from Tim Duncan. To Ibaka, pass to Jordan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Pull from the top of the key. And it's SGA missing. And here are the Grizzlies now. A big win for them, coming off a strong game on Friday.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they had a good game plan, executed it well, and they didn't let the crowd affect them.
And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's Cooper. Pass to Duncan. Over Ibaka. No good from Duncan.
With his length and explosion off the floor, Ibaka is so good at contesting shots.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Here's Cooper. Takes it from 10. That one goes in.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Jordan has screen on Cooper. Gilgeous-Alexander against Cooper. 6 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Over to the left wing. Frazier kicks to Duncan. Memphis moving it around. Cooper a screen on Ibaka. Duncan, the pass to Walsh. From outside the arc, the rebound by the Celtics.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to SGA. Back to Ibaka. And stolen by Yao. Cooper against Gilgeous-Alexander. Frazier the pass to Cooper. Now Duncan. Over Jordan. And Duncan gets it to go in. Duncan's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Duncan with that innate ability to shoot the basketball.
Ibaka sets the pick for Gilgeous-Alexander. Hayward passes to Jordan. Stolen by Duncan. In the corner, Wallace with it. Duncan outside. Pass to Cooper. Now here's Frazier. Yao in the post. Routed by Simmons. Frazier. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Boston trailing. Lobs it up for Ibaka. Close the alley-oop.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Here's Cooper. Still yet to score. Here's Yao. Banked in off the glass.
And this is where you feed Yao because almost no one is going to be able to block it.
And Ibaka slams it in.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
And the Grizzlies with possession here after the basket by Boston. Here's Duncan. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist. Duncan's got 6.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
SGA gets to Ibaka. Outside, Simmons. Jordan a screen on Wallace. To the middle. And he could not get that one to go. On contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Tim Duncan picks one up.
An incredible 6'11" athlete. DeAndre Jordan tries to own the rim on both ends. It's his airspace when he's out there.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Going with the new group. And a new group in for the Celtics. Bol, he's checked in for Ibaka. Battier comes in for Gordon Hayward. Bridges is checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Josh Giddey's subbed in for Simmons. Good, Jordan. And so Jordan nails both of them. The Grizzlies with the lead. To Weber. The kick out to Scott. That one falls.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks you need.
Bridges outside. Daddy for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Now, here's Weber. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And not one to back down from a challenge. Weber takes it right to the defense there and gets the finish.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Grizzlies.
Well, they've tried to really capitalize inside. They clearly believe they have an advantage down there, and they're trying to exploit it.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
And how unique is Weber? A smooth shooting big man with some sick handles.
The Celtics making a switch here. Adams checked in. Weber hits them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
In the corner, Battier with it. Giddy the pass to Bowl. For three, Bridges. It's hauled in by Luol Deng. Memphis leading by 6. Driving in. Kleber gets the bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Bridges misses. And so it's Deng bringing it up for the Grizzlies. Sloan finds Deng. Weber looking around. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul. There's 1:26 left in the first. Clock at 6. And he can't bank that one in. Inside, here's Bowl. Takes it off the glass.
Yeah, inside, Bowl does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Then kicks to Scott. Hibbert with a screen on Giddy. Scott tries again, and Hibbert lays it up and in.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. They'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
And like his father, Manu, Bolt's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy. Reset.
No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Sloan passes to Hibbert. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Hibbert's got his second bucket.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint. They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Giddy against Weber. Here's Scott. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Adams. That's good, and so Giddy with the assist.
And a nice job here of establishing an inside presence.
And so it's Memphis, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one, a great performance from the field. Right back after this break. We're back at the Western Conference Finals. Happy to have you with us here on 2K Sports. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
On the floor for Boston, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Mikal Bridges. Then there's Ben Simmons, and it's Hayward, and it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now Frazier, after Ben Simmons' three-pointer that didn't go. Whoa, off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Gilgeous-Alexander has a two-pointer. From the top of the key, he buries it.
Money in the bank. Gilgeous-Alexander is more than happy to try his luck from that spot.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now, here's SGA. There's the triple. That shot misses.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Frazier against Bridges. Frazier outside. Bridges with some nice defense.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul. Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Frazier the pass to Sloan. And here's Duncan. Defended by Bridges. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
A tremendous score with the ball in his hands. Duncan, just too much for the D to handle.
Grizzlies have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. First free throw is good.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
Jordan, he's checked in for Boston. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Celtics trail by 8. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
On its way from Hayward for 2. Releases from the wing and drills it. Hayward's got his first bucket of the night.
And the release on Hayward's shot is so smooth. He makes the play with urgency, but doesn't let that compromise his mechanics.
Here's Cooper. Still scoreless. Here's Duncan. Rebounded by the Celtics. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Simmons dishes to Ibaka. Outside for Simmons. Hayward left side. Shoots over Frazier. Hayward can't hit.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Switch here. Weber's checked in. And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Andre Jordan is second.
And guys, that shooting percentage of his has been spectacular since the start of the playoffs. He has been completely locked in.
And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Now Frazier. Nothing on the board. Weber outside. Hits the jump hook. Weber's got 6 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Hayward on the wing. Ibaka with the screen on Frazier. Again, the miss by Hayward. And so it's Weber with it. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Frazier outside. Weber outside. Over Ibaka. Weber can't hit. Celtics trail by 8. Hayward passes to SGA. Outside, Simmons. Over Wallace. Boston, no good that time either. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Weber dishes to Frazier. Pass to Cooper. Now, here is Weber. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Weber can't hit.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
And Ibaka slams it in.
When he needs to, Ibaka can elevate. Don't doubt this man's explosive.
Weber kicks to Frazier. Memphis moving it around. Weber outside. Over Ibaka. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Comfortable operating close inside. Weber sizing up the defense there and understands how to finish.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. In for Memphis. Scott comes in for Cooper. And a new group in for the Celtics. Adams, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Cole comes in for Serge Ibaka. Shane Battier is checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Josh Giddey's subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Celtics trail by 8. And it's time for an injury report.
Hi guys, the head athletic trainer for the Grizzlies provided us some information. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Even though this is typically considered a moderate time frame to full recovery, he is indeed potentially able to play. So we'll be keeping an eye on him. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. We appreciate the update.
Yeah, we put so much effort into injury prevention in the NBA, but injuries are still going to happen. That's just the unfortunate part of the game.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Back to Scott. 1:52 left in the first half of the game. And Ball sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
11 feet away. Out to Battier. Pass to Bull. Giddey with the bounce pass. Shot clock at 5. And a wide open look for Simmons from outside off the mark.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Weber, the pass to Hibbert. Yep, that one goes in there. Hibbert's got the lead up to 12 now for Memphis.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Adams sets the pick for Simmons.
And
that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before.
Bridges is checked in for the Celtics. .56 seconds left here in the second. And it's Giddey in the corner. Shot clock at 6. To end the drought. Out to Bridges. The 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Battier with the steal. There's 25 seconds left in the first half. Bull the pass to Bridges. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. So both teams making some changes here. .16 seconds left in the second quarter. Scott up top. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Just 3 on the clock, and it's good for 2. Scott's got his second bucket tonight. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Memphis out in front, leading by 14. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Memphis Grizzlies.
I obviously love watching them. Everyone enjoys good offense, right?
Yeah, played the right way. I can't think of a more beautiful game in all of sports. Looking at this series for the Memphis Grizzlies, it all comes down to a decisive Game 7. Guys, what's it going to take for them to close out this series?
You can't leave anything in the tank. Approach it like you're playing for your life, because in some ways you are.
And you can't get sloppy and waste a bunch of possessions. You got to keep that focus.
No question. Let's get it. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we're back courtside at Game 7 as this series comes to a head. Chris Webber really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And SGA has got the ball here for the Celtics. It's a 14-point game. They've got Yao. Wallace is out there with Duncan. Then there's Frazier. And it's Cooper in at the two-guard spot. That's the group for Tuomas as we begin the second half. And the call will be against Gerald Wallace. That is his first foul of the game. Grizzlies on defense. Simmons passes to SGA. 5 on the clock. Pass to Jordan. Slam dunk by Jordan.
Gilgeous-Alexander is so dangerous in these pick and roll sets.
Here's Cooper. Here's Duncan, defended by Ibaka. Duncan misses.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
Pass to Cooper. Now Duncan, defended by Ibaka. Goes back up. Duncan, so good down low.
And Matador defense
That's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Here's Hayward. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. Duncan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pick by Yao. To the wing on the left. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
That's an easy. We call those bunnies. That's what they need.
Screen by Ibaka. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Frazier with it. Screen by Duncan. Frazier dishes to Duncan. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Yao. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Yao's got 4 points in the quarter. Celtics trail by 16. Ibaka sets the pick for Gilgeous-Alexander. Webber is checked in for Memphis.
Second team. Now to the line for your Grizzlies, number 4.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Ibaka with the screen on Wallace. And Simmons kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target from outside.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Duncan with the screen on Simmons. And stolen by Simmons. Pass to Ibaka. Good on the bucket. Ibaka's got 8 points.
And offensively, Ibaka's been spending more time out on the perimeter, but watching him work inside there, you realize that may still be his bread and butter.
Here's Cooper. Scoreless thus far. Webber, the pass to Duncan. And the dunk by Duncan.
Well, their schemes have been effective, and he's been a significant part of their focus.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Oh, they matched the slam at one end with an even bigger one at the other.
Oh, maybe we'll get another one on this trip. Now here's Frazier. Pass to Webber. Back to Frazier. Duncan with the screen on Simmons. Shot clock at 6. And that one drops for him. Duncan's got 6 here in this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Making some changes. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Jordan. Bol comes in for Serge Ibaka. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Ben Simmons. outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Puts it up from 12, and he hits the jump shot. SGA's got 6.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Pass to Dang. Back to Scott. And here is Dang. And the 3-ball is good. He's got 5.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 6.
And using the defender's aggression against him. Gilgeous-Alexander with a savvy move.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
And the first one drops.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder, just an all-around terrific basketball player.
Shane Battier is checked in for Gordon Hayward. Both free throws good from SGA.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Well, keeping control of the ball must have been an emphasis for them. Very clean game so far.
Celtics trail by 15. Bridges outside. Battier kicks the ball. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Dang, this is to Sloan. Duncan with the screen on Battier. Sloan passes to Duncan. Battier with the steal. Bridges with it. Guarded now by Duncan. Bridges deciding where to go with it. And Adams kicks to SGA. Busted. No good that time either.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Scott. And Ball sends it back. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And Adams with the slam.
He threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Back to Scott. Driving to the basket. Lays it up off the glass. Scott's got 6.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 8 points for him. Bull setting the pick for Bridges. Bull the pass to Battier. Just 5 to shoot. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Dang. Some solid defense from Battier. Celtics trail by 15. Pass to Bull. Now here's Adams. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
And the Celtics making a change here. Hayward's checked in. Now, here's Scott. 6 points for him. And Yao gets it to go on the assist by Scott. 8 points for him.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one's not going to go. Nice D from Scott. Wallace dishes to Yao. Puts up a deep 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Grizzlies lead by 17. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And we reached the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Baca is out there with Jordan. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Hayward. And it's Simmons in at the point guard position. Memphis moving that ball around. Cooper kicks to Wallace to the right side. Here's Frazier. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
This is where the size of Ming is just too much. I have to foul him when he's that close.
2 shots.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him.
And, you know, he's such a huge figure from a cultural standpoint. Yao is also someone teammates love playing with because of that easygoing personality.
And he makes both free throws. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Celtics. Trailing by 19. Pass to Hayward. And here is Bridges. He's guarded by Cooper. Ibaka sets the pick for Bridges. Got a piece of it. Just 5 on the clock.
Well, that's why it's so important to seal off those passing lanes inside. Make them earn points in the paint.
Celtics trail by 19. Pass to Hayward. Up top, Ibaka. Pops it up for Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And how about the vertical of Jordan? Easily rising up for the timely alley-oop slam.
Frazier the pass to Cooper. Now Duncan. Over Ibaka. Here's Yao. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Ibaka with a screen on Wallace. And Simmons kicks to Ibaka. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Yao's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bridges against Cooper. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Simmons inside. Wallace on him. Simmons finds Jordan. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. And there's the drive. Frazier dishes to Duncan. And he comes up with the deuce. And the Grizzlies lead by 19.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Now, here is Jordan. Just 3 to shoot. High post try. Green for 2 points.
And so dangerous from that spot. Hayward doesn't need a lot of separation to get his shot off.
Duncan with a screen on Simmons. Pass to Yao. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist. Frazier's got 5 assists tonight.
And he continues to shoot a perfect percentage. Clearly a big reason why they're up right now.
Now here's Simmons. Jordan sets the pick for Hayward. Good on the three-point shot.
A tough cover out there. You want to close out hard on Hayward, but you also have to respect his ability to take you off the bounce.
Frazier with it. Guarded by Simmons. Pass to Cooper. Frazier outside. From past the arc. Rebound, Gordon Hayward.
That's just a great effort on the defensive side. Classic to the shooter.
Ibaka outside. Here is Hayward.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Boston making a switch here. SGA's checked in.
Checking in for the second. Number 8, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Grizzlies on defense. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, first turnover of the game. Overall, though, he's been rock solid.
And we have a timeout called by Tomas Isolo. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Featured players tonight earns our player of the game, Tim Duncan.
And his shooting percentage reflects just how efficient he's been. It's better than 50%, always a sign of a solid offensive performance. But his movement and his shot selection have also both been tremendous.
The Western Conference crown is going to be theirs, and he's the #1 reason why. As clutch a performance you could ask for in a game with everything on the line. And here's Frazier. Pass to Cooper. Now here's Duncan. Defended by Ibaka. Fade away. Yes, indeed it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Hayward outside. Back to Simmons. At 6. It's deflected. Jordan got it to go off the glass.
And the shooting percentage Jordan records from here is insane. If you get him the ball in a good spot, he usually finishes.
Gilgeous-Alexander drives and finishes.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Good on the basket.
And this is why Yao Ming is an all-star caliber talent, because of that ability to just dominate offensively.
Outside Hayward. Here's SGA. Hayward is screen on Cooper. Dead-eye shooting from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And we've seen Shea take a lot more threes in recent years. Shows you how much confidence he's gained in that shot.
Frazier against Simmons. Here is Frazier. Fires the three. Buries the deep ball.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're down by 16. Sends the pick for SGA. Outside Hayward. Ibaka looking for an opening. Jumper is off.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
And just not much more you can say, guys. It's the end of the line for one team and a hard-fought, well-deserved trip to the NBA Finals for Memphis.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And what a performance they put on with their season on the line. Such enormous pressure heading into this Game 7. They were clearly saving their best for last.
Yeah, these conference finals were a battle for them all the way. But when they needed to be at their best here tonight, they were. And we'll see if having to go the distance in this series takes anything out of them heading into the final round.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Tim Duncan.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping.
Yao with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Ming makes defensively, using that huge reach to block or alter shots.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And so the Memphis Grizzlies have won the series.
Well, you have to give them a lot of credit. It's very difficult to make it out of this conference, but they fought hard and earned their title of Western Conference champion.
They have battled their way to this point of the season, and now only one team stands between them and the NBA championship.
Yeah, they know the job's not done. The finals should be their toughest test yet. A lot of preparation to do before game one.
Absolutely. But for now, they're going to celebrate and enjoy being the best in the West. That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. So long.